Season 8 of Love is Blind features a cast of men that are completely indistinguishable from one another. I mean, these guys are all cookie cutter white guys, Midwest, Minneapolis, Minnesota men who look absolutely identical. I mean, it's like you got Daniel and David, you got Brad and Brian, you got Ben and Benji. It's crazy. It's like, you know, hi, I'm Vanilla, nice to meet you, Milk. This is my friend Rice. Here's his pal Snow, and meet this guy, Vanilla and Coconut. I mean, just as white as the driven snow. I feel like I could play all of them in a movie. We are just average white guys who nobody could tell apart. You put a lineup up there and ask some black people to distinguish between the cast of Love is Blind Season 8, they would have no shot. Unless you're getting fingerprints and DNA, I don't even think these people could tell each other apart. I don't even think their family members could figure out who's who. After these girls see them, when the wall goes up and they all get together at the villa, I think they're going to be like, wait, which one's my boyfriend again? Is that, what? It's like they're all dating identical twins, okay? And out of that, one of the most indistinguishable couples of the whole thing were Ben and Sara. Every time they were on screen, I was like, is that Lauren? Or no, that's Taylor? No, wait, okay, that's Sara. And Ben, that's the guy who, is that Mason or, oh no, Ben, not Benji. Okay, Ben. They were completely wallpaper until the moment where I declared Ben as brainless. When Sara brought up Black Lives Matter and George Floyd and wanted to talk about politics and how she was very liberal and progressive and that stuff was important to her, and Ben was like, yeah, I don't really do all that.
But yeah, like I really didn't get into politics, or like I didn't get interested until Trump took office and George Floyd.
I'm like kind of ignorant towards that stuff. Like I didn't vote in the last election. Like as long as I don't know, it's not gonna, do much, so.
That is so annoying.
I'm sorry.
So, George Floyd. That obviously hit home because George Floyd happened in Minneapolis. What are your thoughts on Black Lives Matter?
Like, I'm not one way or another. I just kind of keep out of it.
She was like, what do you think about, George Floyd? He was like, who? Black Lives what? I just don't do that. Unbelievable. It was like watching George Costanza. She's like, so, what's important to you politically? Where are your morals? Where's your compass at? Like, what do you think about the world? And he was like, nah, no, just to all of it. I don't really know anything about Black Lives Matter. I don't really give a shit about George Floyd. I don't vote. And the whole time she was like, don't love this. Like, you are the scarecrow. You are just a brainless white mimbo. And he was like, yeah, man, that's me. Fucking rock on, brother. Like, hey, bitch, we're on a ridiculous dating show where we're just, getting each other horned up through a wall, basically, okay? We're all about to head to Honduras and fuck each other for a week. Let's slow down with, like, the political inquisition here, okay? I love that answer. Just like, all that shit you're talking about, no, zip it. Let's talk about what your favorite color is. What's your favorite movie? Because mine's Billy Madison. That's my kind of guy, okay? So, up until that moment, now we finally know it's brainless Ben and annoying Sara, and we finally get our first piece of Outside the Pod's juicy gossip from Minnesota. This was the first thing that went viral outside of the show, was this girl from Minnesota complaining that she's sick of seeing all the men on Love is Blind blow up on social media and become popular all around the internet because she thinks they're all dogs, and specifically singles out Ben.
Anyways, I met this man when I was decently young and brand new to campus here at the University of Minnesota. And he's one of the first men who taught me not to trust men.
And the story goes that, they were talking to each other and they, I don't know. She doesn't like him for some reason because girls are fucking crazy. And Sara comes to see this video on the internet.
What? What? Okay, you're scaring me.
Oh my God. There's this girl on TikTok. Do you want to watch it?
And now, let me tell you something. Do not quit your day job, Sara. Do not ever think that you can go be an actress. You're not winning the Academy Award anytime soon for your acting abilities, because this attempt to be like, oh my God, I just right now, this moment, saw this thing on the internet that I definitely had not seen prior to this, and I'm just naturally bringing it up right now, and this definitely was not a planned attempt for me to bring up this video that I know is about you and dig into your past. What? Can you believe there's this girl right now just talking about Love is Blind? She didn't mention any names, though. And Ben's like, yeah, bitch, I saw this. It's about me. It is? No way. Really? Yeah, you're not winning any Academy Awards for this, okay, Sarah? We all know exactly what this was. You saw it. You knew what it was. You needed a way to bring it up. You didn't want to be like, hey, I've been, like, searching your name and looking up things about you and found this, and now we have to grill you about it. No. This is just naturally occurring. Yeah, okay. In your bra. And Ben is an open book. Like, yeah, I don't know. This is some chick we met on a dating app. We kissed a couple times, hung out at the bar. I blocked her 4 years ago. I don't know what the fuck this is about. As average and believable of a story that you'll ever hear from a modern man who's single in the dating world. And Sarah just cannot accept this idea. I need more information. First of all, I guess everyone has their own past where maybe if you don't have that many dates, partners, relationships, maybe you remember every single person you've ever had a romantic conversation with. That dude, I'm sure he's done well for himself. I'm sure he has no fucking clue what some floozy on a dating app who clearly is batshit crazy was DMing him about and mentioning to him on social media 4 years ago. I'm sorry I don't catalog every single conversation I've ever had with another female. And for her to be like, why, what could she possibly be so upset about? Why is she crying on the internet? I don't know, because you're all fucking crazy. For the same reason that you're digging around asking questions that you definitely don't want the answer to is the same reason why this chick is making a huge stink about some guy she had like one kiss and one conversation with 4 years ago. It's because you're all fucking nuts. That's why. You're signing up for this preposterous life where you're going to marry this person after knowing them for 2 weeks, but you can't get over the fact that they have a history with other people, that there's just some crazy bitch out there who's complaining about a man that dumped her or spurned her. Yeah, that's what girls do. Like, how could a girl be crying and making a big stink over being rejected? Are you not a woman yourself? This is how it fucking goes. And for her to be like, if there's anything else, if I find out anything else.
But like, I'm telling you now, if more comes out of this, if I find out like there's anything at all, I won't be able to trust you. Like, I need to know everything.
One of my favorite things, by the way, you better tell me all of the details right now that's really gonna piss me off and make me upset and cause us to fight and cause me to cry and maybe break us up. Because if you don't, I'm gonna get really upset and pissed off and cry and possibly break up with you. It's like, you can just shoot yourself in the foot right now and we can do this fight and maybe break up. Or you're gonna feel that way maybe down the road, maybe not. I'll take my fucking chances, okay? Yeah, why don't you tell me all of the things that you did or did not do or had involvement with another female who's talking about it on the internet, because, yeah, I'm going to love that. The good old-fashioned, like, I don't want to be lied to. Tell me all the details. But, then I won't be mad. Yeah. Okay. Sure thing. So I feel for Ben on this one, because it's like, yeah. Hey, guess what? That's the plight of man right now, is that every woman you ever deal with and break up with, when for the rest of human history, you break up with someone and they're out of your life, never to be seen or heard from again. Well, the new modern man has to deal with the fact that you will be connected to and you will hear from your exes for the rest of your life. They will contact you. They will contact your new lovers. They will contact your family. They will be on your social media. They will cause a stink. They will ask for attention. I mean, this is how it goes. So yeah, one man ghosting a crazy girl 4 years ago who now is getting attention and popularity, and they don't like it. Yeah, that's enough right there for a woman to cause a scene on the internet and look for attention herself. And if you can't ride with him over this chick who is like literally nothing, zero, nada, not influential in his life at all, well then what are you going to do when the going really gets tough? What are you going to do when there is something from his past that matters, or when you do run into a rough patch. Because if you can't handle this, you're not gonna be able to handle anything. Because this is just, it's just called life in the modern era of social media. This is how it goes. You're gonna hear things from the past. You're gonna know people from the past, and it's not always gonna be good. And if you can't handle that, then you probably shouldn't be signing up for a situation where you get married in 2 weeks before you know everything about someone. Because the female need to know every single piece of information is one that, they can't stop. They can't help that. So forcing yourself to do that by signing up for a Love is Blind show, that ain't gonna go well. So prayers up for the homie Ben. Now, if there is more to this, and we find out that this guy was banging this chick and they dated and he cheated on her and she has all sorts of dirt on him and he was just trying to get away with it, well then, what the fuck are you doing going on a show like this if you know you've got someone in the past like that? That's the kind of shit that just does not make sense from some of these characters. They go on the show, they end up having some sort of, past history, something that is, unsavory. And it's like, yeah, did you not think this was going to happen when you became famous on the internet and on a reality TV show? You moron. But either way, brainless Ben, who doesn't do politics, doesn't do morals, doesn't do conversations at all, buckle up, buddy, because it does not seem like this is the girl for you. It seems like she's very intense, wants to know everything at all times, and is not going to just let things slide. So, I don't know. To me, you guys look like a terrible fucking match. But best of luck